All right, radians. Uh, Radians are another unit to measure angles. Um, uh, Remember, a degree is just 360th of a circle. 360 degrees is all the way around a circle. So a degree is 1/360th of that. A radian is the angle formed when the arc length equals the radius. So these are two different units, like inches versus centimeters. Um, Radians are more meaningful than degrees because when r equals 1, when the radius is 1, the angle measured equals the arc length. If you travel if you travel half the way around a circle, that'll be a distance of pi. And if you travel all the way around a circle, it'll be a full distance of 2 pi. And that is also the radian measure. The radian measure of a circle is based off of the angle if you traveled all the way around. So, uh, one rotation is 360 degrees, but it's also 2 pi in radians. We don't generally write the word radians afterward. It's unitless because it's based off of a ratio. But this part of the formula is what we care about more. And if you divide this by 2, you get that 180 degrees equals pi. So this is typically what we'll use. And we can say by dividing pi on both sides, we could say 180 over pi is 1. Or if you divide by 180 on both sides, you get pi over 180 is also equal to 1. So those will be the conversion factors we use, pi over 180 and 180 over pi. To convert from degrees to radians, multiply by pi over 180. To convert from radians to degrees, multiply by 180 over pi. All right, so we're converting to radians. So we will multiply by pi over 180. Typically, we'll just multiply these, 45 over 180, and then leave the pi alone. 45 over 180 is 1/4, and then we leave the pi alone. Here, 3 pi over 4, we want to multiply that by 180 over pi. The pi's cancel, and then 180 over 3 times 3 divided by 4 will be 135 degrees. So we'll leave pi in our answer with radians, but typically pi's will cancel out when we're turning things into degrees. Here, 60 degrees to radians, 60 degrees times pi over 180. Now we do 60 over 180, and 60 over 180 is 1/3, and leave the pi alone. 5 pi over 6 times 180 over pi. We'll cancel out the pi's. If you want, you can simplify 6 and 180. 180 is divisible by 6. And we left with 30, and then 5 times 30 is 150. So 150 degrees is the same thing as 5 pi over 6. All right, that's radians.